Hello, darling. It's me again, yours truly, Elvira. That gal with the enormous, ratings.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Chris Collects. It's officially spooky season, one of my favorite times of the year. You know, the lights go down, the fog machine kicks in, and it's time to dust off some of the spookiest, weirdest, and most wonderful VHS tapes on my shelf. And today, we're talking about the queen of Halloween herself, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I do have a few of her tapes in my collection, including two big movies, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Elvira, Haunted Hills. Plus, I got a stack of her Midnight Madness tapes from Rhino Home Video. We'll look at those in a minute. But first, let's talk a little Elvira history. Elvira, of course, is the alter ego of Cassandra Peterson, who first appeared on TV back in 1981 as the host of Elvira's Movie Macabre. She'd introduce old horror flicks, crack jokes, and basically roast the movies Mystery Science Theater style, except of course long before that show ever existed.
This one is called Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks. Yeah, catchy title, huh?
Her look, that towering black beehive hair, the gothic dress, and that Valley Girl sense of humor was iconic right from the start. She was like a Halloween party and a rock concert had a baby, and the baby hosted a B-movie marathon. By the late 80s, Elvira wasn't just a TV host. She was a full-blown pop culture phenomenon.
Nasty weather got you little monsters uptight. Make it a blockbuster night. Blockbuster has something for everyone.
Which leads us to her first big movie. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark hit theaters in 1988 and perfectly captures the late 80s mix of horror, comedy, and camp. The setup's simple.
It says here all I have to do is come to Falwell, Massachusetts for the reading of the will, and I'll pick up my inheritance. Is that timing or what?
Elvira inherits a spooky old mansion in a small conservative town and immediately turns the place upside down with her outrageous personality.
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
It's part humor, part comedy, and 100% Elvira. Fun bit of trivia, Cassandra Peterson actually co-wrote the movie herself. It was supposed to launch a whole series of Elvira films and even a sitcom. In fact, there was a sitcom, and it's not that bad. While the movie didn't do great in theaters, it did find a huge second life on VHS and late night TV, and that's where most of us really discovered it. Another fun fact is that all the special effects were done practically. The monster at the end, a full-on puppet and prosthetic build. Of course, it's the 80s, so no CGI, just classic 1980s horror craftsmanship. And the VHS cover art, that bold red logo and tagline, Elvira unleashes her big screen debut. It just pops right off the shelf. Let's fast forward to 2001 and Elvira returns with Elvira's Haunted Hills. This one's a total love letter to those old Hammer horror films, the gothic castles, the thunder and lightning, there's plenty of spooky organ music. It even feels like something Vincent Price could have starred in back in the 1960s. They actually shot the whole thing in Romania in real castles on a pretty modest budget. Cassandra Peterson actually helped finance the movie herself after years of trying to get a sequel made. And it's packed full of classic horror references. There's even a pretty big nod to the Pit and Pendulum. It never got a really big theatrical release, but once again, VHS and now DVD collectors kept it alive. It's campy, it's over the top, and it's pure Elvira. Personally, it's not my favorite of the two big films, but it definitely is a very enjoyable watch, and Elvira is just, it's classic. It's classic Elvira. Now, if you grew up renting tapes in the 80s and 90s like me, you might remember Elvira's Midnight Madness from Rhino Home Video. These were fantastic. These are Elvira hosting all sorts of B-movies with their signature jokes, skits, and attitudes sprinkled all in between. The box art's pretty cool. Big colors, wild taglines, and of course Elvira front and center. I definitely don't have all of these, and I know there's been multiple releases under different labels from her different stints as host of like the Midnight Macabre, and these are the Midnight Madness ones. These are from Rhino Video, and I thought I'd just take a look at the movies that we have. Some of these I've seen, most I haven't, but then some of these movies I've seen like the Mystery Science Theater version of it, so really I need to pop these open and watch them, especially right now because it's spooky season, Halloween's coming up. It's a perfect time to sit back, relax, and enjoy some Elvira Midnight Madness. Let's see, starting off here with this first one, we've got The Mask. and it's in 3D, and it says to use 3D glasses, which I don't have. The Hideous Sun Demon. The next one I have is Killers from Outer Space. It's uncut and uninterrupted. It's, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I got it. Another uncut, uninterrupted, it's the Gila Monster. Sorry, it's the giant Gila Monster. It's the brain from planet Aris. You know, the classic that you've all seen. We're all aware of Victor Frankenstein and his monster, but have you ever witnessed Frankenstein's daughter? I think this is the only way to watch it is with Elvira. I eat your skin. I mean, I'm not, but. It's the brain that wouldn't die. This one, I definitely have seen the Mystery Science Theater version of this movie, so it would be probably a cool idea just to sit back and watch this one and have Elvira's take on this movie. This is great. This is really what it sounds like. There's this head and it's like sitting in a pool of like its own liquid and it's still alive. It's very creepy, very 1950s, 60s classic. Let's see, and the last one I have is the Wasp Woman. The Wasp Woman. Cool. There's my little Elvira spotlight to kick off spooky season, whether it's Mistress of the Dark, Haunted Hills, or her Midnight Madness tape. Elvira proves that horror can be funny, weird, and a total blast. Let me know in the comments if you've got any Elvira tapes in your collection, or if you remember watching her on late night TV, and tell me what's your go-to Halloween VHS tape this year. And as always, be cool, be kind, and collect. See you guys.